Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Final Fantasy XVI. In the last one, we had a lot of stuff happen. We were carrying out Cid's plan to destroy the Mother Crystal, and when we got there, Cid destroyed the Mother Crystal using Ramu, and then Typhon came and tried to take Clive for something. Cid stopped him, kind of temporarily. And then Cid gave, as his dying breath, gave his power to Clive. So now Clive has three icons. Um, and then Typhon like incapacitated Clive and Jill, but then Joshua came back and stopped Typhon. But we don't know what happened to Joshua. And now we're 5 years in the future, and Clive has now taken up the mantle of Cid the Outlaw. Um, that's where we are. Kind of confusing. The part that bothers me the most is we don't know how Clive and Jill got out of there. Um, and we don't know what happened to Joshua at all. Like, we don't know if Joshua's fine, if we took Joshua with us, or if Joshua got trapped there, or he died. Because he trapped Typhon, like, inside his own body or something. Um, so we don't really know what happened there. I assume if we knew that Joshua was okay, we'd probably figure out pretty soon, though. But now it seems like we're returning to the hideout, which also got destroyed by Titan at the end of, in the last episode. So I don't know if the hideaway even exists anymore, or why we're going back here, or what's up. But Bennu Mare, maybe.
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery. Though it's to give them a better tomorrow, they see only that we've made their lives harder today. Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Cid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free. Free to choose our own path. I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong. Only that it was our own.
I miss him.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And
This mast is really in the way.
It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Rides over, lovebirds, home sweet home.
I mean, it didn't really look like on the map it was in the middle of a body of water. Is this still the same spot? Okay, we're back. We can finally get into this area now. Home sweet home. Minor setback.
Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
Okay, do we have a second to maybe look at our skills and stuff? Ramu channeled. So let's check out some stuff. what does this? Increases the number of lock-ons. Oh, so these just get mastered immediately. That's probably pretty good to increase the number of lock-ons, right? So we currently have pile drive. What does this do? Increase hits and ability radius. That's probably pretty good. Increases the number of lightning strikes. What's the one we don't have? Create a ball of lightning that upon being struck chains lightning to other nearby enemies. Increases the range of lightning when striking ball. I don't know if that's good or not. And then what is this? Does a lot of damage. Still kind of wanted this ability. We just don't have enough points. Like, it seems like now the most worthwhile thing would be probably upgrade this and then upgrade the 2 Ramu abilities we like. I don't know if this lightning rod ability is any good or not, though. Especially because the other ones actually seem pretty good, just straight off the bat. We still don't have any of these super expensive abilities. Well, let's take some time to think about it while we run around the hideaway. I did want to look at the map. Where exactly is this hideaway? Is it in the same spot? It says it's in the same spot. Maybe this is a body of water now? Maybe Titan literally made it into a crater? Also, what's going on here? There's like a crater here in the water. That's kind of weird. I don't know. Like, the water looks a little bit different than this area.
Welcome back, Sid.
Otto will want to know what happened in Cosmos. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Can't pet Torgal. We probably want to visit the forge and the shop.
Look, it's Sid.
Staying on this time?
We'll speak to Otto, figure out what we're supposed to be doing next, and then we'll work on our gear and abilities.
Ah, there you are, Clive. Word of your adventures arrived this morning. Victor sends his thanks.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. Not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw. Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
Understood. If anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yet this is where she's chosen to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Who is that? Also, the Moogle made it. Okay, I'm guessing that's like a quest board of some sort. Vivian? Who the heck's Vivian?
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to think your habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
One might say the same of you. Vivian Ninetails.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm? To absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here? Long though Sambrek's dominion over northeastern Storm has endured, recent days have seen the Blight wrest ever more land from her grasp. For which reason she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the Crystalline Dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor, a nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world. Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dhalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing?
What was the name of that last one?
When the last...
This one? Doesn't say. I don't know what she just said.
drop of blood is spilled.
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain. Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Here for another of my lectures. Allow me to educate
By
you.
speaking with Vivian in the Hideaway's map room, Clive can view the state of the realm and learn more about the current goings-on in Valisthea, revisit any of the Ninetales' past lessons, or take a deeper look at the relationships of those individuals in Clive's orbit. Okay, a comprehensive grid of important persons and their respective relationships. There are a lot just on that example page.
Study it well.
Here you can view a detailed overview of current and past events relevant to Clive's story that updates as you progress through the main scenario. Yeah, cycle through pivotal milestones in Clive's adventure. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. Okay, so this kind of like explains stuff, I guess.
I have the details
Here you
here.
can view a detailed visit Final Fantasy XVI that updates as you progress through the main scenario. An all-new feature is now accessible by pressing the back button while viewing the grand cast in Vivian's map room. Inner Voice affords you a window into both Clive's heart and the hearts of those he has encountered on his journey. After opening the feature, select a character with back to hear their innermost thoughts on other members of the cast. The puppy. So what happened to Joshua? Wait, how? Oh, I have to progress in time here. Okay, so this is how we see all the lore stuff. Here's Benedicta. So how do we do the... Not really sure how we do that back button thing. Persons of interest, okay. Doesn't seem to work on anyone. Inner voices. Do I not have any inner voices? Is that why the button is grayed out? Oh, no, we do it like this. Oh. Wait. This is still not accomplishing what I... What? Oh, it's written under their profiles. Okay. I see, I see. He's out there somewhere. So Joshua's still alive. Does this come back to us? Yeah, everyone seems to think Joshua is still alive. Okay, Sid is deceased. All right. We can't see his feelings about anything. All right. That's interesting.
The state of the realm is ever changing, Clive.
Let's go bring that book back. He's got a big room now, huh?
Norseman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
On gods and men.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same, but alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head. But without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Okay, now would probably be a good time to adjust our gear.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Not a Stolas. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Okay, shop, blacksmith, stone, and then what's this? Wall of memories? I don't know what that means. Let's check out what's new at the stone. I mean, it might just be new things, like new stages. Does it tell me every time I have a new stage? Wait, this is the only costume she has? Wait, why can't I change these? Oh. That was weird. But I did kind of like the look of this sword, the flame tongue. Although we're about to get a new sword, maybe I'll like the look of that one more. At least I assume we're about to make a new sword.
Blood on it. Is it business or pleasure? If you're gonna buy some, a bit
Okay, don't need any of this stuff. Don't need that. Don't need that. New stuff here. What do we got? The Wages of Warcraft. Increase ability points earned in normal encounters by 20%. That might actually be pretty good. XP and gold. Heat wave. Okay, so they do sell these if I missed them in the past. I was kind of wondering because some of them seemed missable on that one mission. And I was wondering if there would be a chance, or if they were just lost forever if I didn't get them at the time. Oh no, this is a different one though. No, I guess it's not that one. Because this one I bought from somewhere, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I bought this from a shop. What is this? Increases limit break generation amount by 6% when taking damage. When dealing damage. Automatically charges magic spells and maintains the charge until cast. What does that mean? Accessory effect will not trigger unless the ability Charge Magic is learned. What? I can't tell if this is just like OP or what that means. That has the potential to be super powerful, right? So the bad part about this is it seems to be in normal encounters only. So it probably doesn't include boss fights. And it doesn't include quests. And I feel like boss fights and quests are where you get most of your ability points. The only place this would really be useful is on like mini bosses. So maybe that's not actually worth it. But I'm intrigued by these. Because I feel like I have one slot. I don't really need the damage on Gouge. Because I really just use Gouge for the stagger. So I could probably replace it. I just can't tell like how good this is. What I think this means is that my spell is just charged. Like it takes the normal amount of time to charge, but without me pressing the button. And then it just, whenever I want to cast it, it casts the charge one if the charge one is ready. So that just seems like it would be really good because it just means it's always charged for when I need to cast it. Because I do have charged magic. So why don't we grab that?
You'll not find a better price than that.
Okay, well, I equipped it, but I didn't get to pick where I was equipping it to. Sell the sellables.
Finished, are you?
Yeah, I don't know what slot it just put that in. Where is it? I want this heat wave, probably. And then
So I should just have
let's go to the blacksmith. Okay, so we can make the Levin Bolt out of the Lightning Shard and the Flame Tongue, which is an upgrade. Other than that, I don't think we could do anything else, so that seems like the play, I guess.
Should last you a good while. That it?
Alright, let's check which sword we think looks the coolest. Yeah, it still says there's new stuff, so... Okay, it must be in these menus. Oh my gosh, this really... Like, I didn't even mean to... I didn't really want to click on this one. There's 4 pages of info about this. Points, Okay, there's the score... While player level predetermined. Okay. Probably not looking to replay a lot of this stuff right now. Collect forgotten items, earn XP and AP, or retry missed achievements. Okay, so you can get missed items then. Because the spot that I thought I would have missed some items was, I think, here, Kaer Norvent. Anyways, weapon. So the Levin Bolt, I mean, it's kind of cool. I feel like this one fits Clive a lot more. This one also fits him pretty well. But maybe we'll walk around with the Levin Bolt for now. And then I still wanted to figure out abilities. So I would love to get this ability and maybe replace it with Wicked Wheel on Garuda. Problem is if I reset Wicked Wheel, how many points do I get back? 525 points back. Well, let's just try it and see if I can actually make all this happen. So we need to do this. And then I think I just... which one should I upgrade? I think Blind Justice, probably. Because Blind Justice seemed pretty good in boss fights. since you can just stack them all on one guy. And then we'll work on upgrading these other ones as well, but this one seems like the best B ability out of all of them. Because these two just increase range, which is good, but probably not mandatory. So, then maybe I'll do this on icon set 2. So I should be able... I guess I can change the order that the icons come in now. I still want Gouge here. And then put Ignition here. And then Heatwave here. I assume I can't... Oh, I can put Ignition. So my question would be, if this is the case, do these two Ignitions share the same cooldown or not? Because then, like, there might be just, like, 2 abilities that are just the best abilities in the game, and you would just put them on all the icons, right? But it does seem like you can only have 3 icons, so even if we unlock more icons, we could probably only have 3 at a time. And it looks like 9 is now the max for that. But anyways, yeah, I am curious if those share the cooldown now. Maybe we'll try and figure out at some point. And then which one was which? I think this was on X. I suppose we could check by going like this, right? Yeah. Okay. And then what do we have ability point wise? Pretty much nothing, so we'll have to wait. I do still want this limit break upgrade, probably. And I kind of want to get this Flames of Rebirth, but can't do it now.
Have you been to the toll? I hear a new ship.
Oh, hey, Jill's here.
Otto was here earlier with a letter from Gav. He left it on your desk.
Okay, what is this? We just have the crystal with the 2 daggers stuck in it. The Oath. Okay, that's the only treasure we have. Maybe I should save it. Just now I'm nervous because everything crashed. Letters and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to here. Okay, so just check this regularly. The Republican army marches on the Empire at Twinside, and the men of the Rock have been summoned to the front. Something big is brewing, I reckon. I'll see you're done to wear... What? Don't know what that means, but okay.
What does Gav have to say?
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the Hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
And every burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash. But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does. To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
Meanwhile, hey, it's Joshua. Who's this lady? Can we finally figure out who this lady is? Attendant to Joshua. Companion and protector of Joshua Rosfield, dominant of the Phoenix. As loyal as she is dangerous, her blade is ever at the ready for any who might mean her master ill, and her tonics ever at hand to heal the sickly prince's hurts. Oh yeah, Joshua was kinda sickly. Joshua addresses her by the name Jota or Yota, but it is unclear whether this is her true name or another pseudonym.
And so the North is lost.
I knew that the Blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more. The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Another question, how did Joshua figure out who Ultima was? Like, he seemed to know, like, Sid also seemed to know who that guy was. How did these people even figure out who he was? Because that means he must have done something before, right?
Master Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
It's Martha, from the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well. What would make Martha leave the rest?
If something has happened to Martha, we need to speak with Otto.
But yeah, like the fact that people can even figure out who Ultima is means that he must have revealed himself at some point in the past. But I don't know. Maybe he had another person that he was going to use as a vessel, kind of like Clive. What is this room? Just like a balcony? Got a chest. Okay, well, it seems like we're probably not getting a whole lot done this episode. But there's a lot of story. Let's see where they want to send us, at least. Seems like we're probably going to Martha's Rest or around that area.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest. Blood was spilled, bones were broken. The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
There's a quest. Let's go grab this quest. The name of that quest. Ah, jeez. How do we get there? We gotta go down this elevator?
Finish with that log.
Welcome back, Sid.
Damn blighted bilge. Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Ted.
Everyone's obsessed with this guy eating lemon tarts.
Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so. Assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
Well, there's the name of the quest if you missed it earlier.
Of course, Obolus. Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands. Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative. And it just so happens I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
I don't know what that resource that we're getting from this is. Maybe like reputation or something? Guess we'll figure out after we do that quest. So let's take a look at the map, but I think that's probably going to be it for this episode. Mostly just a lot of lore and introducing what just happened in this time skip. Seems like we gotta go here. And then here to Martha's Rest to do the main quest, so... yeah, we'll probably be on our way to do those other quests in the next one. We got our gear sorted, our ability sorted. So we might as well just call it here. Yeah, unfortunate crash in the middle of the episode, but I should just hopefully be able to stitch it together into one episode. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed. We got to find our new hideaway, which seems to be in the same spot, although I don't know where all this water came from. But anyways, that's gonna do it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.